ago, I lost the woman I love the most. The pound signs blinded my eyes. Girl, do you remember me?
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream Saturday, and tonight's live stream has started with a lot of excitement. Not really excitement, because I don't know what other word to come up with. Probably just annoyance and frustration, all those kinds of things, because the gremlins have been out in force before we started tonight. Not only, I mean, I need a haircut, so we've got hair gremlins going on, but putting that to one side, it always happens whenever I'm about to start a live stream, I start setting everything up about an hour in advance. So getting everything organised where it needs to be. And the gremlins must know when I go live, because at 5:02 we had, and here's an idea, that gives you an idea of what's going on. I'm having to use a keyboard from my PC because my official Apple keyboard decided to fail. So I typed on it and nothing was happening. So I unplugged it from the USB port, plugged it in again, typing, nothing's happening. So that at 5:02, this is 5 minutes to going live, the keyboard stops working. So I'm trying to type in vote for tonight's cover video, but it's not working. So kept on trying to plug it in, thought, right, I'm going to have to go for a plan B, and this isn't designed to be used with a Mac, but I thought hopefully that would work. That's plugged into the same USB port, and guess what, this one's working. So you've got the keyboard. When you can't use a keyboard, obviously it's a nightmare. Then I had the external hard drive that I've got files stored on, some of which are included with the live stream. So I don't know if everything's going to work tonight, but that then disconnected, even though I hadn't disconnected it. So I then reset the USB, because it's like an external thing that has its own power, so it's not as if I'm running the power from the computer. Anyway, long story short, then the sound, my UX2 stopped working, that froze, so I had to restart that. I then restarted the whole software, and these are all individual issues, so many different things. And I think my Scarlett interface did work the whole time, so that's the only thing that hasn't stopped working 5 minutes before the live stream. So here we are live. As for what's going to work and what isn't going to work, who knows? And because it was all kicking off, I hadn't had a chance to change the batteries in the lights that I normally do, so it might get quite dark, but who knows? We will see what happens. So first of all, I'm going to attempt to get the names of my patrons on screen, and it looks like that has arrived, and that's fine. So, thank you guys. All you guys in the live chat room, let me give you guys a shout out. We've got Ro and S. Montgomery, Tammy, Linda, Anna, Cindy, Billy, Charlie, Bob, Janice, Dawn, Terry, Joe, Pamela, Ro, again, Diamond Girl, the FTM22, Vera, Bernadine, Kathy, Squeaky79, Chris, Julesie's in there as well, and Tammy, Johnny, Moondog. So hello everybody, thank you for joining me on tonight's live stream. And I don't know whether, I think we're going to go for it anyway, because I did type in the number. I was going to say, I don't know whether we should go for a new record tonight, but I've just decided we are going to try and get a new record of 425, and this is the thing about this keyboard. I don't know whether you will be able to hear it. Let me type something in the live chat room so I can say hello. I don't know whether you can hear how loud this is, because it's like not one of those soft. And look what's happened to my hello. That about sums it up. So there we go. That's exactly what happens all the time. I mentioned it in the last live stream. When I'm typing, the caps lock is on, and I don't think it's on. So there we go. Oh yeah, purple lights. I think, well, those should work if I can find the controller. Here it is. So click on that. Right, purple lights are working, which is good. So let's see. Corey says I hear a loud sound. So yeah, that is me typing. I'm not even pressing the keys there, and you can still hear it. So yes, we're going to have to work our way through with this wireless keyboard. So it's a little bit, I wouldn't say better, but maybe it is better than using the wired keyboard, because wireless means I can move it anywhere, not that I need to move it anywhere. So anyway, yeah, thank you to my patrons for making this all possible in the first place. You know who you are. And we're going to be aiming for 425 likes tonight. So if you can hit that thumbs up, that would be massively appreciated. Not sure if it's going to happen because of all the gremlins that have been kicking off, but we will see. So as I work my way through this live stream, I'm going to have to, I'm looking at the stuff that I usually have on screen, and it's all over the place. So even though before I went live, it was fine. So I'm going to get the live likes, the likeometer up on screen. So that's all right, because I just literally set that up now while I was just saying that and making noises at how annoyingly all over the place everything is. But 2, 3, 4, that's where we are so far. We are so far with the likes goal being 425. That means we're looking for more. And what would that be? So 236, like 190, 189. I don't know. That's just a number that popped into my head, and the numbers look very confusing. So that's probably wrong. Although from that, I do know that we need under 200. So maybe I was close. I don't know. So yeah, 243. Good start to the live stream, even though technically, I mean, literally, technically, with everything, hasn't been that good a start. But if you can leave a thumbs up as you come through the door, that would be massively appreciated. And I can see Gail says, how would Phil look with straight hair? Thoughts? Well, for a start, if my hair is the length, or was the length that it is now, I would be blinded. And the only reason I can see is because for some reason this bit of hair here has decided to do a bit of a Superman curl, so it's left enough space above my eyes to be able to see something. But yeah, the rest of it, I've got a haircut on Monday, so 2 days time. But the other hair, I mean, the length of the fringe, this is usually my fringe, by the way, that's down here, so it's kind of had to be parted. And yeah, with the Superman curl, I can at least see what's going on. But yeah, looking forward to having a haircut, because when it's long, it just does what it wants to do, and there's no way of me controlling it. So yeah, that's just the way it is. But I can see that there have been some donations already, so thank you guys for those. Let me get this up on screen so that you know. First of all, you don't have to donate. Just watching is great, and hitting the thumbs up is even better. As I always say, you can introduce yourself into that live chat room. I'm looking over here because I'm getting the output destination has major performance issues warning. So hopefully I'm still visible and this live stream's working. But anyway, and now it's just disappeared. So yeah, we'll keep on going. But yeah. Just, you don't have to donate, but I know that a lot of you can't resist donating. So if you do want to donate, I think it's important that you know that between between 45 and 60% goes to YouTube through the super chat window, and between 3 and 5% goes to PayPal through the PayPal link, and you can find one of those in the description below. And I'm just getting that warning coming up again. If that's going to be happening throughout the whole live stream, this is going to be a very I was going to say disturbing. It's not going to be disturbing. It's going to be a very distracting live stream with this thing popping up all the time on the right-hand side of the screen. But again, we are okay, I think, at the moment. As for later on, if we do hit the lights goal, by the way, regular viewers will know that we'll be having a fill jam at the end of the live stream. Now, as to whether that is going to be possible or not, who knows? Because I'm assuming that because this mic works, that the mic by the amp will work. The levels, because the UX2 stopped working, I have no idea what the levels, I mean, it's pretty much the same case as always, but it could be absolutely disastrous later on. So yeah, if you want to have a disastrous live stream jam later on, hit that thumbs up and we'll see how close we can get to the target tonight of 425, which is just a ridiculously large target, but we will see how we get on with it. And I'm going to keep an eye on the live chat room to see if I'm gonna be, and this isn't me loading, this is me reading to see if you can still hear me and if you can see me and all that stuff, just to make sure that the live stream is still working. So just reading some of the comments and talking at the same time. So yeah, I'll keep an eye on the live chat room. As long as the connection on my software is all right, then it should be all right. So let's push on as we normally do with tonight's live stream, but as we do normally with the cover video, and the vote that's happening for that is between Gimme All Your Lovin' and Lay It On The Line. So those are the two songs that you can vote for tonight, and it looks like Gimme All Your Lovin' has 58% of the vote so far. So yeah, click on that. It's at the top of the live chat room. We also have, Kathy says you are seen and heard. So thank you for that. And Laura says we hear you as well. So those might have been comments from a while ago, but thank you for the feedback. So at least I know we can push forward. And tonight we have, and again, this is something I had to set up while that first song was playing. We have just one picture for Picture Corner, and we'll be trying to go into Troll Corner as well. Maybe, but I don't know if that's going to work because, like I said, the hard drive started disconnecting and doing all manner of interesting things before we went live. So we will see if Mr. Troll will be with us a little bit later on. But I can tell actually that the lights are dimming down, so getting a little bit more mood lighting for tonight's live stream, but that's just because everything was kicking off. Couldn't change the batteries in them, so we'll just have to go with the you can probably see more of a shine off the screen in front of me, but we'll keep on working through it. I'm thinking maybe I could play a video or something and then change the lights while that video is playing. I'll try and do that, but we will get into these donations. And thank you guys for these. Nicole donated £10, and Nicole says, "Hi Phil, these rainy days I had to go back to the past. Old live stream, music and charm, always active. Phil, kiss and cheers." So thank you for that, Nicole. And let me just move on because there's another donation that's come in from Nicole again. Maybe that other one, this one was this one was Saturday, which is today, 3 minutes past 12 in the afternoon. So thank you again for this, Nicole, and it was for £10. And the message is, "Hi, bonsoir Phil, another little hello, the pleasure of listening to you and seeing you again. It's a therapy for happiness, much love, hugs." So thank you for that, Nicole, again. And Tammy has donated £10, and reading Tammy's comment means that I'm going to have to just change. I'm going to have to change something. I'll see if I can actually do this. I was going to say without people noticing. Well, you can hear me typing, so it's pointless me pretending to do something. So Tammy, thank you for this donation. It's £10, and the message is, "Hi Phil, congratulations on hitting 349,000 subscribers. What's one long-term goal that you are working towards in your music career?" So thank you for that, Tammy. And let me get this up on screen. And there it is. Normally there are people cheering. I don't have any sound, so I can't hear people cheering, but maybe there are people cheering. So again, that's just something else that is not working, that I can't hear anything for this live stream. So yes, thank you everyone for subscribing, hitting that notification bell as well, and you will need to do that to get notified for all of the videos and for the live streams as well, to get involved. So let's get rid of that. If people are cheering, then hopefully they will stop now and not start up. But a long-term goal for my music career, I mean, I always said that my long-term goal was to do it full-time. So I don't really have any other goals than that. I see everything that comes along is a bonus. So yeah, I know that some people say, oh, I want to do this and tour the world and do all this stuff. I'm quite a realistic person, so I know that very few people ever get to do music full time, especially if you're not signed to a major label and you're not one of those people. Then it takes a lot of work in order to just get to that point of being able to do things on a day-to-day basis that aren't a job or being employed by somebody else. So yeah, I feel very lucky to have achieved that and be in this position. So yeah, the long-term goal is just to keep doing what I'm doing, and as long as I can maintain that, then it's all good, because it does take quite a lot of maintenance. There's quite a lot of messages that come with 349,000 subscribers and I still do answer the emails myself. So yeah, it's a lot of work. It's just very time consuming. Oh, another thing, when I'm saying about a lot of work and time consuming, I think pretty much added the videos to the playlists, and I'm going to do a video about this next week, but just in case you don't know and you didn't hear it on the previous live streams when I mentioned it, I've put the performances by year chronologically in like 1920s, 1930s, 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s from the list that Joe and the gang have put together. So thank you guys for doing that. But I have, yes, pretty much got all of the performances now in those playlists. So that was time consuming and a very slow process because you have to add them all manually, but I did it. So that's what I've been doing over probably the last week. Even though I know that the finalised list hasn't been finalised for very long, only in the last kind of day or two or few days, but I just kind of went through all of those. So that's what I mean. It takes a lot of maintenance and just a lot of time to put everything together, especially when you want to do something like that. It's something I wanted to do for a very long time, to organise my analysis videos, but also to almost make a time machine out of the channel, so that if you think, right, I want to go back to 1975 and jump into a performance, then you can do that. You go to the middle of the 1970s playlist and you will be at 1975. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So we now have a time machine on the channel as well, if you want to jump into one. So thank you for that, Tammy. And Debbie has donated £10 as well. Thank you for that, Debbie, in the messages. Hi, Phil. Congrats on 349,000 subscribers. This is really awesome. Just like you, when an artist or band's song is used in a TV commercial, do they get permission from the artist or band to use it? Thanks. Love you, Debbie. So thank you for that. And yes, people have to get permission to use somebody's music for anything. You can't just use somebody else's music without their permission. And this is the thing about analysis videos that I do on my channel, and a lot of people don't get this, and it's just reminded me of we're quickly just going to jump into here. So quickly to Troll Corner, because I just remembered somebody messaged me saying I knew what it was. My phone was making some noises, so that's something that could be another gremlin. Let me just check to see what that is. Oh, it's a PayPal thing. Absolutely fine. I should have muted my phone. But anyway, this person said, and I've remembered, they said, oh, why are you just using other people's performances or other artists just to get views on your channel and make money out of them? And it was something like that they were saying, why are you abusing other artists to make money for yourself? So I replied, actually, this troll has got a similar hairdo to me tonight. Anyway, so I said to the person that on my analysis videos, the money goes to the owners of the copyright, and I can't remember who this was for, the artist that I was analysing, but they had passed away kind of many years ago. But the analysis video that I've made, the ad revenue from that video is going to the estate. The person the artist who's passed away has left all of the copyrights and the ownership to. So it's probably most likely family members. So they will be making an income from my video. So I tried to explain it to this person that you can't just use other people's music and make money from it. Everything that you do on YouTube, if you do have a channel, then, and if you do have a decent amount of subscribers, you'd know that everything gets copyright claimed, which means that the ad revenue for your video, the adverts are on the video because that's going to the copyright owners of the song that you're looking at. And that's why there are adverts all over the place, because the owners of those copyrights get to decide how many adverts they want to put on your video. So once you feature somebody else's song, you're not in control of anything really, and that's why there are adverts all over the place. And even with my live streams, I know that YouTube automatically puts adverts in the live streams, but then if you're watching on catch up, there might be more adverts because I do a cover video, and the owners of whichever cover video is voted for, the owners of that song get the ad revenue from the adverts during the live stream. So, but they have to split it with Wings of Pegasus because I play one of my songs. So that's how it works. It gets split, between those two copyrights. But that's what happens if you say, for example, do a video where you're featuring 2 or 3 artists' work, then that gets split up between those 2 or 3 artists and the copyright owners of those songs. So that's how it works. So that we're going to maybe come back into Troll Corner later on, but let's get out of here. That was a nice little test to see if it worked, because I thought maybe that would have been one of the sequences that was on the hard drive that disconnected. So we're okay for Troll Corner. But anyway, that's what just reminded me of that. So thank you, Debbie. You need to get permission if you're using anybody's song. On YouTube, it's automatically going to be copyright claimed. So you'll see straight away that it has a $sign, a red $sign with a strike through it saying, you're not going to make any money from this. And anybody that has those, situations on YouTube where they're looking at somebody else's song, I mean, sometimes even humming the melody from a song, and you get a copyright claim, and then whoever it is that owns that copyright then takes all of the ad revenue. So sometimes even doing a demonstration of a melody can be dangerous, especially if you've got a larger channel. I know that record labels do obviously focus in on those, because if they can copyright your video just for you humming a melody, they know that they're going to get potentially thousands of views on a video that they're saying, oh, that's the melody from the song, so we're going to copyright claim your whole video. And that's the way it works, that you can do a 25 minute video or half an hour video, but you're not going to make any money from it. So anyway, and this is why I do appreciate the donations very much, even though you don't have to donate. And of course, I always say the foundation of everything that I do is over on Patreon. So these lovely people at the bottom of the screen, they're the reason that I can do this, and the reason that me not getting any money for any of my videos doesn't affect me, because I've got support over on Patreon. So thank you guys for doing that, and of course for these donations, but they do make a difference, but you don't have to donate. Thank you for that, Debbie. And Kathleen has donated £25. Thank you for that, Kathy. And the message is, hi Phil, are you ever surprised by how many views or how few views a particular analysis video gets? Have a great day, Kathy. So thank you for that, Kathy. And which video was it? There was a video where the algorithm, and this is it, the algorithm on YouTube is so random. So the algorithm on YouTube decided not to tell subscribers about a particular video. And it's really obvious when it happens, because it will literally be hundreds of views below where you would expect just a standard video to be. So yeah, I can't remember, but there was a reason for that happening, and it might have been that I released a video late by accident, or it didn't go through to begin with. So then the next video, it now doesn't tell very many people about it, because effectively you've almost missed one of your videos, and YouTube likes you to release on time, you know, on whichever particular days you release a video. So yeah, it's all down to the algorithm, whether it decides to tell subscribers. And this is why I think it probably helps, or at least it should do. If you hit the notification bell, then it has to, well, I'm assuming that it has to notify people, but then again, it might not do. So yeah, we're just slaves to the algorithm, unfortunately, as you know, every YouTuber will say on their videos, that sometimes YouTube will just stop promoting your videos. And I'm kind of starting to get the feeling that the type of video that I'm making is a little bit controversial, because I was thinking, if you're breaking down the YouTube model, they made £25 billion profit in 2023. And I mean, the huge majority of that has got to be ad revenue. Ad revenue comes in when copyright claiming, let's take that as the example. That's got to be a huge earner for YouTube as well as the major record labels. So if there's something that's earning a lot of money for record labels and a lot of money for YouTube, having a guy saying, by the way, this particular artist is pitch correcting or auto-tuning their voice, that's not very good for the sales of that artist if people don't like that I've pointed that out. If it reduces the sales of the artist, it reduces the popularity of the artist. If the popularity of the artist decreases, then less people are going to want to listen to their music and watch their music videos on YouTube. If less people watch their music on YouTube, YouTube make less money as well. So it actually was a point. Last week I thought, I wonder whether this video's not being told, or not being spread, or at least people told, you know, my own subscribers being told about my video. I wonder if it's because I'm pointing out that quite a big artist is using pitch correction or auto-tune, or auto-tune, depending if it's live or recorded. So that is something that I'm starting to get a bit of a suspicion about. That, yeah, I know that some of the videos that I'm making, because I'm being objective, yeah, is getting a message here. Elaine says, lights are dimming. I like it. We can see your face more clearly. Oh, so thank you for that. But yeah, I said at the beginning of the live stream that I didn't have time, because of everything kicking off with the gremlins, I didn't have time to change the lights. So now it's literally the shine of the screen on my face. But anyway, so yeah, back to the point, because I was thinking, imagine if millions of people did start watching my videos about these different artists that are using pitch correction, then yeah, it would have quite a negative effect on not only the music industry and their earnings, but on YouTube, because they earn so much money kind of being together and yes, supporting each other, and YouTube saying, look, we'll give you, you know, free reign across YouTube to copyright claim videos where your music is used, and we'll take half and half and everyone's happy. But yeah, if there's one guy who's now pointing out these things, it might not be very good for them. So anyway, I'm just going to keep on making the videos, and if it turns out that people aren't being notified about my videos, then I'm not sure how I can, you know, get around that, other than people knowing when I release a video and just kind of tune in to watch it then anyway. So we have a video on Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays every week at 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. If you want to know, if you can work that out in your diary or in your time zone as to what that'll be, just type what is the time in London, England, and you'll find what the time is here, so then you can do the calculations. But yeah, that is something that I started to think about. The arguably the more controversial style videos have more recently not been what's the word? I don't know. Not notified is not the right word, but it hasn't been I don't know, suggested or put forward to the subscribers. So yeah, but we'll see. I'll just keep on doing what I do and we'll see where we end up. But thank you for that, Kathy. And there's been another donation. This has come through from Catherine for £20. So thank you for this, Catherine. And that is a straight up donation. And Rebecca has donated £10 as well. Thank you for that, Rebecca. The message is, I feel your pain for the Gremlins. Thursday, I went to a gig with my digital piano and my power adapter failed. I pulled out my brand new spare from its box and it didn't fit my piano. Salespeople will hear from me. Fortunately, I was able to borrow another musician's piano later and there were others to cover the empty time. I do have a proper new adapter now thanks to Amazon. So thank you for that. And yeah, this is the problem with pianos. Sometimes they're quite a small connection, or I don't even know what to call them. All I know is that I've got a plug and it's like an adapter plug. So it means that I've got the plug and it goes into what's normally what I would consider on the smaller keyboards. It's like a circular adapter or connection. But I've got something that's got lots of different sizes of those. So then you can kind of just chop and change for whichever size you want. And I don't know what those circular ones are, but you typically get them in like pedals and wah-wah pedals, which take a 9-volt battery. So it must be some kind of 9-volt connection that you need for it. But if you're buying a plug for that. So it's that kind of thing. But I know that keyboards here have lots of weird and wonderful connections. So yeah, you might get one of those connections that's either too big or too small. But that's why I got one that's got lots, a different ones. Not that I'm going to need it for different digital pianos, but you never know, just in case. So thank you for that, Rebecca. And Joseph has donated £10 as well. Thank you for that, Joseph. And the message is not there. It's a straight up donation. So thank you for that. And I'm just going to have a look at my phone to check what's going on there. I'm just turning it down as well because if it starts making noises, sound like Gollum there. But if it starts making noises, then it will start throwing me off because I'll think that there's a problem with something else. Oh, Vince says, if you tag like this, Wings of Pegasus, there's a better chance Phil will see your comment. So thank you for that, Vince. I do occasionally look over into the live chat room. It is quite busy over there, but I can occasionally pick out comments now and again. We will just get through these. I just reminded myself of something else because somebody said, and it actually is quite apt for tonight's live stream. Somebody said in the comment section, and it's on a recent video because of my hair being way too long and me just trying to find a way to see. They said, are you trying to hide? I didn't actually understand this comment. They said, are you trying to hide the scar from running into the wall or something like that? And I'm assuming that they meant, that I'm trying to cover a scar with my fringe or something. So I said, no. And I didn't say it was Voldemort's fault. I said it was Tom Riddle's fault, I do believe. I say, yeah, I'm trying to cover the scar that he gave me. So that's a Harry Potter reference if nobody knows what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm pretending that I've got a scar on my forehead. I like Harry Potter, but I don't. It's just I need a haircut. So anyway, back to donations. Donald has donated £20 and 10 pence. So thank you for that, Donald. And the message is to use for all your creative endeavours that we all love. Thanks, Don. So thank you for that, Dom. And Cindy has donated £15 as well. Thank you for that, Cindy. The message is, hi, Phil. It looks like the whammy bar on your Strat is still missing in action. Well spotted. Where is it? That's obviously you don't know. I'm trying to think where the whammy bar would be because I changed the strings. What was it, 2 weeks ago? Would I? Oh, I think it's, yeah, because I would have cleaned it all. I've obviously put the whammy bar somewhere. And I mean, it just goes to show that I don't really use the whammy bar very much on my Strat. And yeah, because I just do it all on the fretboard with the vibrato. So yes, I don't know where it is. I'm going to have a search for that at some point. So thank you for the heads up, Cindy. And I can see that there have been donations in the super chat window. So thank you guys for these. And I think I mentioned Paul's donation, but if not, I'll mention it again. Why is that moving there? Let's get the likeometer centralized again. 391 likes, by the way. So we are closing in on that new record of 425 for a Saturday night. So if you can hit that thumbs up, that would be great. We'll see if we can hit that thumbs up. So a 123 Rockchild said whammy bar ? Maybe that's from the past. But yeah, whammy bar is the bar that you see. It used to be called a tremolo arm incorrectly back in the day, because tremolo is not. It actually used to be called a vibrato bar as well, which is more accurate because that's what it does. It applies vibrato. It doesn't apply tremolo. So tremolo was incorrect, but then it was just called a whammy bar to just make everything clear as to just having a piece on the guitar that people could call it. Some people call it a vibrato arm as well, but I think whammy bar is the thing that everyone uses now. So it just connects to the bridge and allows you to move it up and down in order to create vibrato by adjusting the tension of the strings. So, and when I say that, by bringing the bridge of the guitar closer to the head, so it makes the strings loose, so that when you're applying vibrato, you can go down. You can also pull up on it, which then increases the tension, which means you can go sharp if you want to have a vibrato that goes above the note as well as below, which is what you can do with your vocal cords. But if you've got a fixed bridge, then obviously you can't do any of that. You've got to do it with your hands. So thank you for the donations in the super chat window. And that one, Paul, the $5 says 349,000 subscribers. Awesome. Let's have fun tonight. Thanks for this. Happy place, Phil, and spike those likes all y'all. Rock. So thank you for that. CW has donated £1.99, followed by CW, who has donated £1.99. So thank you for those two donations. And Diamond Girl has donated $5 as well. Thank you for that, Diamond Girl. The message is, for all of the times I listened to your cover and original videos this week, thank you. So thank you for that donation. Adam as well, who has donated $2.79. And Adam says, hi from the best blues bar in NA, the Rex, CA, YYZ or YYZ. So thank you for that. And YYZ. I think, I'm not sure whether I'm right in saying this, that YYZ, I don't know why I'm saying it if I don't know it's true, but I'm going to say that I think YYZ is how people say it in Canada, maybe, and then maybe YYZ is a US thing. We say YYZ here in the UK. And yeah, I remember during that Rush analysis video that I did, I'm trying to remember what people said in the comments section, whether I was saying it correctly or incorrectly. So anyway, there we go. Thank you for that, Adam. And those are the donations up to date now in the super chat window, and we are up to date in the PayPal window as well. So 11:45 here in the UK. Closing in, we now need 11 people to hit the thumbs up. So even though we've been having gremlins and Adam says YYZ equals Toronto. So yeah, this is maybe I've totally I was thinking about Rush. So I was thinking the musical side of things and analysis videos. So YYZ or YYZ, yeah, maybe you guys can let me know. Yes, Z in Canada. Terry, thank you for that. So Z is correct. Yeah, I was talking in musical terms and Rush and the analysis video that I did. But YYZ is, I think, the call sign maybe for the airport. Something like that. It must be Toronto Airport. Is it? I don't know. So again, I'm making a lot of assumptions here. So, yeah, thank you for that. Maybe it wasn't music related. It's just telling me where you were. So thank you for that, Adam. Right. Let's now maybe have a look at the cover video. Who knows? If the lights are okay, I'm just going to leave the lights as they are. Even though they're pretty much going off now, so we're getting a bit of a more moody balance to the look. But some people are saying goal already, and 426 likes. So at this point, I say thank you very much for getting us to that likes goal. I think the Phil Jam later on that we will now be having could be a disaster, because I don't know, first of all, if the sound's going to work because of the gremlins that were happening earlier, but also what the levels are going to be like if they do work, what the levels are going to be like in terms of trying to get the software to hear a backing track from YouTube. It could be a disaster, but we're going to try it anyway. This is, just what we do on the live streams. We just bundle our way through it and see what happens. So thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up. If you're watching this in the future on catch up, you can keep on hitting that thumbs up. It really does help the live stream to get out there, but also for the channel to grow and get out there a little bit more. So yes, thank you everyone for those thumbs up. So Angelicus says YYZ Toronto, YVR Vancouver. So it was Toronto. So yeah, that's good that my assumed knowledge of airport call signs might be correct. So thank you for that. Right. Maybe we'll jump into it. Looks like we have a bit of a clear winner in that vote for tonight's cover video. Gimme All Your Lovin' has 60% of the votes so far. And if we keep up to date with everything, like if we jump into the cover video now, it means that we might be able to stay up to date with everything later on. The troll corner. Should I do the troll corner now? I tell you what, I'm going to jump into the troll corner now, get that out of the way, so then we'll look at the cover video, and I will then quickly check to see how long tonight's Phil Jam is going to be. So let's jump into troll corner and say hello again, Mr. Troll.
Oh, hello.
So, I'm just getting my phone up on... Oh, here we go. This is the one that I said earlier. Well, Mr. Pegasus, is your... He says fring. So he spelt fringe incorrectly. Well, Mr. Pegasus, is your fring to hide the scars from the brick wall? And I'm trying to think of, another brick in the wall. I'm trying to think of some kind of musical reference or something for that, but I haven't run into a wall recently that I can remember, so I'm not sure what all that was about. So other people about and this isn't really troll things, it's something that happens sometimes when I release a video and people don't really watch the video. So in the last video I did, we were looking at Charlie Puth, and in that particular video, I had him in a performance on the Howard Stern show. And the comment that I got, somebody said, because I'm saying about how, I've just naturally, subconsciously locked the screen on my phone, which means I'm going to have to go in and unlock it again. But anyway, this person was saying, Charlie does have a great voice. Check out a performance he did on the Howard Stern show. So they're telling me to check out a performance because they're saying he is really good and he can sing on the lines. Let me see if this... Oh, wow, the fingerprint thing worked. So I could instantly unlock it. Right, so the person said, I suggest you listen to him sing on the Howard Stern show live. He's almost dead on. Oh, he's almost dead on. So, yeah, they hadn't watched my video far enough to see that's what I'm looking at. So I'm showing everybody that the very performance people think is pitch perfect and that he's that good is the performance I'm showing that is auto-tuned. And this is the problem with the industry. I'm not going to talk about it now. I'm probably going to do a video about it next week, because I have to point out what the huge problem is with this going into the future, and the music industry going down this avenue of always applying pitch correction and using auto-tune live. I'm going to explain it in a video next week. So yeah, look out for that one, because I'm going to be bringing up some really important and really fundamental points about singing that, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to get into it, but things that I've even seen vocal coaches not understanding. So yeah, I think once people have this, I don't know, platform on YouTube, and if they are a vocal coach and they might have thousands of subscribers, if they still don't understand what they're talking about, they're giving potentially, you know, thousands of singers incorrect information. So then those singers are going to believe what they're hearing, but what they're being told isn't actually the truth. It isn't the objective truth of music and how sound works. So yeah, I'm going to do a video of that next week, because it's getting to the point now where people are actually being told the wrong thing by people that are seen as, you know, having a knowledge of it. But I think a huge problem is that a lot of vocal coaches aren't instrumentalists, or they're not musicians, or they're not producers, and yeah, they might not be songwriters, they might not even be professional musicians. So they're putting across their point of view, but they don't understand about, you know, equal temperament and just temperament and all these different things, and frequencies and mean frequencies, and how it all works together as a sound, you know, in the physical world in which we live. So that's the problem when people start saying about, oh, this is what this does, and this is what this means, and this is what this will do. It's like, well, no, and no. You're actually stating incorrect things on all of those topics, but a lot of it is around pitch correction and auto-tune. So yeah, I'll do that next week. But let me just click on this to see. Somebody else said, again, this isn't really a troll thing, but somebody said, technical question, why didn't the auto-tune his spoken voice? And this is again the Charlie Puth analysis video. So nowadays, because it was a recent performance, nowadays auto-tune can be programmed to the nth degree. So where I'm talking now, if I'm taking a pitch like here, and you know, if I'm singing a song and going, why do birds suddenly appear, you can hear that is in a totally different range. The pitch is a lot higher. So with auto-tune, you can program it, or, you know, I'm assuming that you can, but you definitely can. It'll be even more detailed than I can even explain, because singers don't want their auto-tune to go wrong live, because it has done in the past. So you can set a limit as to where the auto-tune comes in. So obviously I don't want to auto-tune this pitch where I'm talking. I want to auto-tune the singing pitch of where I'm hitting those notes. I mean, it might also be the case that if you want total control, there will be a pedal that is, you know, like a guitar effects pedal. You switch it on, you switch it off. So as soon as you want to talk, you turn it off if you don't want to pre-program it. So yeah, that's how it would work with people that are using auto-tune and want to turn it off, and they'll have a pedal in order to do that, or they could pre-program it. And you know, with Charlie's performance, I mean, it is really heavily auto-tuned, but he has a tiny delay of an onset on there, so it doesn't come in immediately. You know, like after 1 millisecond, it'll be, you know, a set amount of milliseconds before it then grabs the note, and then is constantly, as you could hear in the video, constantly adjusting it to stick it on the line. Because if he drifted a bit sharp, it is always stopping that from happening, as well as going flat. It's stopping it from going flat. So that's why it just sounded super weird. But anyway, that's Troll Corner for tonight. Not really much trolling. So yeah, just things that I could remember. Anyway, let's get out of here. So off he goes. Right now, jumping into the PayPal window. Laura says, time for a troll mug? ? Question mark. So thank you for that, Laura. And yeah, I'm not sure whether this would be possible because I've just taken a picture of a troll ornament that was on Google, just an image search. So I don't know where that troll lives or who that troll belongs to. So I guess just taking a picture of a troll. Yeah, I'm not sure of the copyrights. What is that all to do with? Because I know that with my Phil Toons, that's all something that I came up with. I put the character together, so that's all fine. But in terms of taking a picture from a troll that you can buy on either Google or on a store somewhere and just putting it on a live stream or putting it on a mug. I guess it's not like having a trademark. It's not a logo. It's just a picture of a troll that somebody might have in their garden. So, yeah, I don't know whether it's possible to have a troll mug. The last thing I want is somebody who makes the troll to say, you've used our troll as an image and you've sold that image on one of your mugs. And it could be potentially a copyright issue. I'm not sure. So until I know that, I won't kind of jump into that. So thank you for that, Laura. I'm just thinking maybe if I drew my own cartoon as accurately as I could of the troll and then uploaded that, then that's my drawing of and it probably won't look like the troll. So then you'll know it's my drawing of the troll. So yeah, maybe I could do that. I could kind of get it on the computer and then put it on a mug and it's my own artistic impression of it. Maybe making more of a cartoony look to the troll like with the Phil Toons. Who knows? But anyway, thank you for that, Laura. And that's now everything up to date over in the PayPal window. Let's jump into tonight's cover video because things are moving along. And it's going to be Gimme All Your Lovin', by the look of it. It's going to be the cover video for tonight. Just waiting for confirmation. And there it is. 59% of the vote for Gimme All Your Lovin'. So let's jump into this. I hope you guys enjoy it and I'll see you after. Rock. And I'm going to jump in here just before I jump in at the end of that video saying hello, because we want to get everything finished before the end of tonight's live stream. We have about 14 minutes left, and I think let me just have a quick look over here, because Joe has messaged me with a long message. I will read that afterwards, because I can see at the bottom it says bump for Phil Jam number 119, Strat clean, reverb has an end and then a fade out. Has an end and then a fade out. I'm not sure what that means, so it could be complicated. Now, as for the levels, I mean, it's only 5 minutes and 57 seconds in length, so maybe we have time for something else before we jump into that. So you guys know the deal over in that live chat room. What shall we do? Oh, Picture Corner. That's what we'll do, because we haven't been in there. So let's jump into Picture Corner tonight. And I think we only have one picture. I don't know why this lycometer keeps moving around. It just seems to be the way of it tonight. We've got gremlins pulling things all over the place on the screen. And let's see actually what they've done with this particular screen. Oh, they've put it in the middle. So that is good. So thank you, Colleen, for uploading this picture. And Laura has sent me this the link to it, so thank you for that. And the message is, here's Colleen, Nikki Nisbet with the caption, just me and my Wings of Pegasus mug. Rock! So thank you for uploading this one. And by the way, guys, if you are a Facebook user and you want to upload any pictures of mugs or any other merchandise, or if you want to be modelling a hoodie or a cap, all that kind of stuff, then you can join in with the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook. That's something that you can click on, join, and you'll be let into that group, and then you can join the conversation in between the live streams, but upload pictures there, and then I can show them on the live stream. So yes, thank you for that, Colleen. And well, I'm not sure whether Nikki in brackets might be a username for YouTube. That's sometimes what happens, but thank you for uploading that one, and Laura for linking me to it. So thankfully, the Picture Corner gremlins didn't get involved with that, which was great. Now, I mean, it's still 4 minutes past. If the backing track, I guess, is 6 minutes, we might have time for something else. So, Liz says, Phil Tune Italian, please. And I'm just waiting to see if anything else. Oh, riff, please, a riff. Says Jenny. Janice says tune bassist. Right, so that's 2 for a Phil tune. Oh, I don't know which one. I was thinking which one's about 4 or 5 minutes in length. I do not know. I'm going to click on the bassist one just because I think that's a relatively short one. It'll leave us enough time for the Phil Jam. But we're going to have to do some sound checking on the backing track, I'm sure, because with everything that's been going wrong before the live stream started, the levels will be all over the place. Anyway, this is a Phil Tune, real life story about, auditioning a bassist. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I'll see you after. Rock!
Okay, well, thanks for coming down to the audition today. Do you mind if we slag you off behind your back while we discuss your audition?
That's okay, I'll randomly walk in this direction.
What the actual heck was that? Okay, let's start with the negative points.
Well, his image is laughable and totally unsuitable. He can't keep time. His bass looks like he found it in a skip. And he was late.
Unbelievably, even though he was absolute total guff. He is the best we've seen, and we've been auditioning for a year. So what the ruddy frig shall we do?
As much as it pains me to say it, I think we'll have to give him the gig, bite the bullet and get on with it.
This is total guff shine.
Hello again. Before you tell me your decision, I thought I would say, I want this more than anything in the world. I'll do whatever it takes.
Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you've got the gig. You are now our new bassist.
Holy head guys, thanks a lot. This means the world to me. You will not regret it.
Well, straight to business. We have a rehearsal on Wednesday night 7 until 10 before the gig on Saturday.
Can't do Wednesday.
Why not?
Me and the missus usually go to the corner shop that evening.
Okay, no problem. We'll just move the rehearsal to Thursday.
Can't do Thursday.
Is there any day at any time before Saturday that you can do?
No.
Hang on, is the gig this Saturday?
Yes, it is this Saturday, as I have been telling you for the last 3 weeks.
I can't do it. I'm working this Saturday, and I definitely can't get out of it, for sure.
Are you actually having a joke with me? As you have just realized it is this Saturday, I know for a fact you have not called in to see if someone will cover your shift.
I didn't think of it like that, but now you say it, it makes sense.
Well, considering it is a great venue and fantastic opportunity for us as a band. Do you want to call your work just in case?
Well, I suppose I could, actually, thinking about it.
Well, ruddy guffing, do it then, you freaking bum guff.
Hello, it's me. I doubt anyone will, and don't worry if you can't. But will you or anyone else cover my shift on Saturday?
So, what did they say?
They said they didn't want to cover my shift. It sounded like they were slagging me off and laughing in the background. So it's a dead end.
Well, at least you got across the importance of getting Saturday night off.
Now the problem is, I can't fake illness because they know I want Saturday night off. Ruddy, hell.
I seriously cannot believe your incompetence. Okay, give me your phone. Hello, I'm calling on behalf of my guffing idiot of a friend. Yes, that's him. He has an important night on Saturday. Can he swap his shift? That's great, thanks for doing that. I'm actually amazed at how easy that was to organize. Many thanks. There you are. You now have Saturday off, so you can now do the gig. How you could not organize that is beyond me. Unbelievable.
Just thinking about it, actually, I can't do Saturday.
What? There. Actual. Frig. Please excuse me. I just have to go outside quickly and shout something.
Okay, so we have the guitar out. We're just about ready to get into the fill jam for tonight. And as for the levels, I'm going to have to look into the live chat room. We're going to have to try and figure this out because I think it's... Oh no, it's this guy with his advert about playing the piano. Let me skip over this. What I do find entertaining about this particular advert about the Ridley method is he's filming himself, and it's about playing piano and doing a piano course, and he's filming himself, somebody who's played piano for decades, saying that after 1 week you can do this. And then I'm going to play it on a little bit, and then it says in 1 month you can play this. But it's the guy who's been playing for decades doing it. He's not showing you a student who's done the course and how well they're improving. And of course you can imagine that after he says about a year, he's kind of shredding all over the piano. And I always think, well, that's not really after just 1 year starting from scratch. You've been doing it decades, so it is a little bit false advertising. So yeah, I'd much rather that he got a student to do that and say, look, this student has used this course for a year and this is what they play like. Because it's like me saying, after 1 week you can do this. After 1 month you can go. And then after a year, and do something. But I'm not the student. I've been playing for a lot longer, so there's no way that you can say that somebody can be as good as somebody who's played for decades after just 1 year doing your course. So that's why I find that entertaining. Anyway, it is a skippable one. Right, this is U2. Oh, U2 Style. Guitar backing track in D major, 2018. And this is from Mr. Mitter, the YouTube channel. And that's Mr., as you would see it, M-R dot, like on a form. And Mitter, M-I-T-T-E-R. So, let's now have a listen to this. I'm going to try and look at the levels to see what they're going to be like. But, let's turn on the mic. What else am I forgetting? Oh, zoom out. Zoom out. Everything. Oh, maybe could I move this? Is this going to work if I move down? No. Oh, whoa, I pressed the AI button. But with a cross, hopefully that means, I don't know what AI means. I think it then zooms in on your face or something weird. Right, let me know about the levels, because this is definitely going to sound rubbish because of all the gremlins that we had before we started. So let's have a look at this. It looks like the backing track isn't even registering as predicted. What is going on with this? Yeah, this is weird. It is registering, but then at the same time it isn't. Right. It's not registering on the software. Right, so here we go. This is another gremlin. I can hear it out of my speakers, and the software should be taking this in from the same source that we can hear it from. And it says that it is, which is just a horrendous lie. So, yeah, everything is set up as it should be. This just seems to be a gremlin for some reason. Let me try and think outside the box here. Let me copy. It's so funny using this weird... It shows you the depths of gremlinship that we are encountering tonight using this keyboard. Right, copy that. Let me open one of those and paste that in there. I'm using a different browser and see if it's if it's going to hear it from this different browser, which again wouldn't make any sense. But let me now skip the advert. Okay, I mean, this has totally messed up my whole screen, but can you now hear this? What are the levels like? Can you let me know how this is sounding? Okay, so it sounds good. I can hear the backing track, but obviously I can't hear what you're hearing, so I'm just going to keep playing and see what happens. Oh, went to go for the whammy bar there that doesn't exist. It's a bit quiet here, I can't really hear what's going on. Oh, Joe says turn yourself up a bit. Is that better? fine. Okay, this is quite... This is quite stripped back. Ooh. Went for the whammy bar again, so I'm going to have to use headstock here for vibrato. Waiting for this to kind of finish with this weird... Okay, I think we're getting close to the end. There we go, that was it. And there we have it. So I was waiting for the... It said, what was it? There's an ending and it's a fade out or something like that. So I was waiting for something weird to happen, but it was... yeah, that's what it was. Oh, Joe says volume swells would be cool too, but yeah, I don't know. I felt like it would have been a bit too kind of, you know... Yeah, a little bit too light backing track wise for that kind of thing to be kicking off. But then again, you never know. It's only 5 minutes, so yeah, not a particularly long one, but there you go, just a little bit of a clean guitar going on and a bit of wah-wah at the end. So I don't know what that sounded like in terms of the levels, but thank you guys for all of the feedback from hearing it through your computers. Hopefully it sounded all right. Thank you, Joe, for sending me that backing track. And I don't know why I just thought of that video that I did, the last analysis video last night on that Charlie Puth who was pretending to make up a song. I thought I could do that on a live stream, just pretend that I'm coming up with something and have a backing track that's got like 200 changes in it, and I'm nailing all of the changes and tapping lots of different arpeggios and all of the different keys. That it's, yeah, it would look very impressive, but be a total lie. So anyway, yeah, it is good fun just to jam along with something. Not as fun when there are gremlins, and I'm not sure what the sound's going to be like, but yeah, we seem to have got to the end of the live stream. We've worked our way through it, and hopefully it's been not too bad. Right, I'm going to be here with another video tomorrow night, and I already know what the video is that I'm going to be doing, so you're going to want to see it because it's probably one of the best videos of this type that I've ever seen, and you'll be glad to know it isn't a pitch corrected or auto-tuned vocal type thing. It's going to be a totally natural voice that we're going to be listening to, and yeah, it's going to be good fun tomorrow night's video, so look out for that. 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, that's when I'm going to be releasing tomorrow night's video, but I'm going to be live streaming here on Tuesday night, of course, at 11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. That's where I will be if you're available. That would be great if you could join me, because we've got a new record tonight for the likes, and we're going to be attempting to get a new record on Tuesday night as well. So yeah, that will be around the same kind of level that we've got tonight. So we will see. Thank you guys for tuning in. And oh, Laura says, a commenter said Charlie's fans know it's not impromptu. So yeah, I read that comment, but yeah, I'm not too sure about that, because why would you go through that whole process of kind of giving the foot pedal and everything else? It just seems like, why waste all the time if it's like, oh, let's do that thing that we've done before, where I say about doing the keys and then the foot pedal and then this, and then me maybe coming up with a riff and doing that. I can't see the value in doing that. Even if people know that it's something that, oh, now we're going to do the bit where he pretends that he's making up a song. But why pretend to make up a song? So yeah, I'm not too sure that everybody knows that. And especially the way that he's kind of acting it out. I think he's genuinely trying to pretend that he is coming up with it. So yeah, I didn't really kind of buy that comment. I mean, it might be something that he does all the time, but I think the main goal of it is to make it look like he is coming up with something. Because yeah, I don't see the value in doing that. Because everyone will know, oh, this is the point where he pretends to make up a song. And why would you pretend to do that? And why would you then make a point of always pretending to do something? So anyway, it might be the case, I don't know. But for me, regardless, it's just something that as a musician, I think is a little bit kind of past my point, past the line of, because people that don't know, like me, for example, would look at that video and say, well, oh, this is really, crossing the line of kind of pretending. So yeah, I wouldn't even risk doing it just in case musicians were watching, because then you're going to potentially lose credibility. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And like I said, video tomorrow night, look out for that one. All that's left for me to say is try to stay as safe and as sane as possible in this crazy world in which we live. And I will catch you guys at the next one. Rock!